nag-appear sa 1935 Constitution natin, and then meron na naman sa 1973 and 1987 Constitution. Bale, ito po ang paraan para paano natin i-remove or tanggalin sa pwesto yung mga high officials. Limited lang po ito sa 5 mga officials. Ang presidente, vice presidente, members ng Supreme Court, members of the Constitutional Commissions, and ombudsman. Noong 1935 Constitution, 4 lang. President, vice president, members of the Constitutional Commission, and the Auditor General, yung sa COA. Sa 1973 Constitution, naging 5. Pero wala yung vice president sa 1973 Constitution, no? President, members of the Constitutional Commission, tapos yung members ng Supreme Court, no? And then ngayon, in-include na yung ombudsman under the 1987 Constitution, and the vice president nabalik na naman, pwede na naman siyang ma-impeach, unlike the 1973 Constitution na wala yun sa listahan yung vice president. So ito po ang paraan para ang proseso na ma-follow para matanggal sila, and this was actually instituted para sa separation of powers, para mabigyan ng laman yung separation of powers. Kung masyado ng mag-abuso itong mga high officials na ito ang only way by which we can remove them, we can make them accountable, and the process is clearly defined in the 1987 Constitution.
So ano ang procedure in filing the impeachment?
3 po.
Does it have to really go through Congress? Congress lang ba mag-i-initiate?
Under the 1987 Constitution, specifically Article 11, nakasaad po doon na 3 ways po ang pag-file ng impeachment. Una, any citizen would file a verified complaint citing the 6 grounds for impeachment. Ano itong 6 grounds? Culpable violation of the Constitution, treason, bribery, graft and corruption, other high crimes, and betrayal of public trust. 6. So, kailangan nakasaad yun, any of the 6 or all of the 6 or 3 of the 6, depende po. But it needs a resolution of endorsement by a member of the House of Representatives, at least 1 congressman. Or at least a member of Congress, isang congressman, ay mag-file ng verified complaint. And the third way, kung merong at least 1/3 po, verified complaint or resolution of impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all members of the House of Representatives. Ito pong 3 pamamaraan para makapag-file ng impeachment complaint po sa ating bansa.
Okay, so ano ang procedure? Ano ang process? Halimbawa ako, nag-file ako ng impeachment sa Congress. Sinabit ko sa Congress, ini-sponsor ng isang congressman. What are the processes para matuloy yung impeachment at ma-impeach yung officer?
Now, i-clarify natin under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 1, ang House of Representatives lang has the sole exclusive power to initiate impeachment complaints. Tapos, ang Senado naman, its power is to decide. So, sa 3 pamamaraan, kung ang ordinary citizen po ang nag-file under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 2, yung verified complaint niya kailangan ng resolution of endorsement ng isang miyembro ng House of Representatives, at saka kailangan ito right away, which shall be included in the order of business within 10 session days. Kailangan niyang maintindihan, 10 session days, not calendar days. And referred to the proper committee within 3 days. So, yun po ang pamamaraan sa first 2 ways. Kung filed ito ng member of Congress or an ordinary citizen, files it upon a resolution of endorsement of a member, kailangan ma-include ito sa order of business within 10 session days and referred to the proper committee on the Committee on Justice, in this case, in accordance with the rules of Congress, within 3 days. And then, sa Committee of Justice naman, ano sila, i-determine nila kung sufficient in form and substance ba ito. So may proceedings yan kung sufficient ba in form, i-determine nila, and then after that, i-determine naman nila kung sufficient in substance na naman ito. Tapos kung ano man ang magiging recommendation po nila within 60 session days po, kailangan po nila ipasa ito doon po sa plenary para isubmit naman ito doon sa Kongreso itself. And then the Congress will conduct a session in that regard to consider it, and they need at least 1/3 vote either to affirm the resolution of the Committee on Justice or disregard or totally hindi na ito i-consider ng Congress or i-dismiss po iyong complaint po na iyon. At saka kung meron na itong aksyon ng Kongreso, kung makalikom po ng 1/3 vote po ng Kongreso, gagawa na po ng articles of impeachment po, no? And there is also the process, ipa-answer yung kabila po, yung yung respondent po doon sa Kongreso, and then itong articles of impeachment, kung meron na silang finding, ipapasa po ito sa Senado. Okay, so ito yung proseso po sa first two ways in the filing of an impeachment complaint. Yung third naman way is kung yung 1/3 ng miyembro ng Congress ay sila mismo ang mag-file po ng complaint, hindi na po dadaan ng Committee on Justice. Pero meron pong Supreme Court decision Francisco versus House of Representatives po na nagsasaad na kung ganito po ang proseso, dapat hindi rin natin kalimutan yung due process. Dapat din ipaalam yung respondent kung ano yung kaso against him, and then dapat bigyan siya ng chance din to explain, to submit his answer, and it is only after the submission of the answer of the respondent, no, it may even conduct clarificatory hearings, no, that the House of Representatives will vote, no, determine whether it has the 1/3 vote so as to craft the articles of impeachment. So, yun po ang mga proseso before nila i-lodge doon sa Senado yung articles of impeachment po. So,
So pagdating sa Senado, ano ang next na process?
So sa Senado naman, ipa-receive muna doon sa Senado, and then the Senate will submit it. Iba naman ang rule sa Senado. Kailangan naman ito i-submit to the plenary and present it formally to the senators. And then thereafter, the senators likewise will give chance to the respondent, no, to submit its answer. And then the other party, after receipt of the answer, may opt to file a reply. And then thereafter, the respondent will also have the privilege, kung gugustuhin niya, to file a rejoinder. Tapos, i-subject na ito for trial. No, may presentasyon po ng ebidensya doon, may direct examination, cross-examination kada witnesses po, and then after that it will be submitted for resolution, and the Senate will decide on the matter.
How long would it take for the Senate to decide?
There is no basta it has to be finished within that session. No, within the Congress, within the Senate session, kasi if you are elected for a 3-year term, no, kailangan matapos within that term. Okay, so ang sa amin pong palagay po dito, medyo merong lapse of judgment, or may siguro taktika nila kasi itinaon nila at the end of the congressional session. No, ito po ang nangyari kasi marami pong posibleng magiging legal problems po
Okay,
nito.
mamaya natin pag-uusapan yung
Okay.
ang implication